It's just struggling to focus.
So click on and off.
Force, may the force be with you. There you go.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Are we live? Holy shit, we're live. I gotta get all the tweets out too.
Are we liveth on the YouTubeth?
We're liveth on the YouTubeth, it says. That do be what it says. Tuzon, what's good? Tuzon, first one in here. That was quick as shit. I don't know if you could have been any quicker, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, this optic jersey is nice. But it's not my fucking size.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some I'm trying to get the 100T jersey they wore at Black Ops 4 champs.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wait. Is Tucson's profile picture you, Alex? Is that you?
I'm not on the YouTube right now.
On YouTube. I think that's you.
It says hi chat. I can't even see chat.
I think that's you. I'm not even gonna lie.
Refresh. Let's see.
Oh god.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It is, dude. It is.
My shit is tweaking now.
Dude, he changed his picture randomly over the weekend while he was watching the watch party, and as soon as he messaged, I was like, "Is your picture Alex?"
The chat is showing up for me, so I can't even
let's
see.
go, Demiel. What's up, Oscar?
Oh my god.
Let's see.
No way you made your name Rooster Milk.
Dude, Demiel changed his name to Rooster Milk too. I don't know what's going on, dude. All right, let me tweet this ish out. Where the TikTok gifts at, dude. Oscar, you and Tuzon were going crazy with the TikTok gifts earlier. You guys were going crazy, dude. The 100-point club song was kind of fire. Alex, they dropped this like 100-point club song after Optic beat LAT. First time they ever played it. Of course, they had to save it for that one.
I did see that. I did see
that's
the CDL.
So fucking chalk, bro. Right? They didn't want to play it when we beat Legion. Fucking, they had 49 points, but when LAT loses, they want to play it.
Dude, why am I your profile picture? I appreciate the gas. I'm not gonna lie, Jake. I was debating on buying the 100 Thieves Valorant jersey, the like gray one.
Mm-hmm. The one they're wearing now.
The Adidas one, because that's just kind of gas to me. But I don't know.
Yeah, no, it is fire. Let me get that out. Let me get this tweet out. Bang, bang. Like that. Yup. Oh, I'm flowing through it right now. I'm flowing. Chat, I'm flowing.
Flowing, you say?
Flowing out my ass. Sorry, I don't know. You know what? Shit, I don't know.
Sure.
That's
an old school jersey.
If Optic play FAZE on Vista, they may barely hit 100. Brother, we're talking about Atlanta FAZE here. All right, LAT can take all the heat you want, but Atlanta FAZE is a different beast. Oh my god, dude, OBS is gonna. I'm gonna break my monitor. I swear.
I'm gonna break my monitor. I swear.
Dude, it's literally OBS is actually fucking with me. I'm convinced. I don't know what happened. It refuses to work. It keeps, every time I minimize it and I open it up, it pops up on my second monitor, which I think breaks the cameras on stream. So I guess I can't. Motherfucker, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Is it really, Coda? Is that really the score that they've had?
Well, LAT got 85 and Miami got like
WLAT.
Miami got like 130. So yeah, that's about right.
LATW chat.
Yeah,
LATW. Am I right? Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, 127. Yeah, that's it. 85 and 127.
Okay, wait. Do you guys have the stream open?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna minimize OBS. Tell me if you can still see yourselves on screen. Tell me if anything breaks.
Briefly, but we're back.
Okay, but you're there.
Yeah, we're here now. Yeah.
Okay. When it's just being so buggy. Okay, we're good though. We're good. We're vibing. We're vibing.
Yeah, I don't think they're playing Vista. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, unless like in scrims they've been slamming phase on Vista too. I think they'll just play him on 6-star. They've already beat him on 6-star. Why would you not play him on 6-star again?
True.
Oh man. All right. Are we ready to get into this ish? I know it's a later episode, so
Hella late. Damn.
I mean, honestly, we're just kind of gonna do our bracket. We're gonna go through last week's matches and do our bracket predictions, and then chat with chat for a bit. That's kind of all I got written down. So keeping it simple, keeping it light this week. Easy bracket, to be honest. Hey, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. But I will run the intro and get into it. So I'm going to run the intro now. What's going on, Call of Duty fans, and welcome back to Around the CDL, episode 19. We're one away from the Big 20, so that's definitely exciting. But Alex and Preston with me as always. Boys, how are we feeling?
What's up, guys? I'm excited, man. It's always fun. It's always like just way more exciting doing these before a major, the weekend heading up into a major. So excited. Not as excited to talk about the past weekend, but excited to talk about the upcoming weekend. And yeah, just happy to be here as always. What's up, chat?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I was working all weekend, so I was not able to watch any of the matches. But I'll try to give my insight where I can. But I'm excited. The boys won. BLA Thieves, 3rd seed, play Ravens. Going to Toronto. Could possibly play Toronto in the second round. I will be in Toronto, so I'm excited for that. I leave in 2 days, so I'm excited to be at another land. Excited to watch the boys play live again. But yeah, just excited to be talking COD before I head out.
Facts. Yeah, dude, major this week. I mean, yeah, we'll quickly go through matches from last week and just kind of touch on some things, but we really want to talk about the bracket, so we'll get into that as quickly as possible. But last week, interesting week, man. Chad, it is important to note our pick'ems tracker is getting closer and closer, our leaderboard. Preston is now 3 behind Alex, and Alex is 3 behind me, so it's getting really close. I kind of threw last week going with some different picks, but it's okay.
Yeah, I told you guys, don't stop believing in me. I told you. When I was down by 10, I was making the comeback. I swear, I told you. I'm on my way up.
He is. But is there any series really you want to touch on this week? I mean, there were some good ones. There were some bad ones. Boston almost got their first win.
That team's so ass.
Yeah.
God, that team is
Boston,
so ass.
But I don't know if you guys saw the clips from the breakdown last night when they interviewed Slasher. But he was basically like, yeah, I didn't think Snoopy was ready. He said I wanted to put him down, and I almost lost it. He said I wanted to put him down to challengers. But yeah, man, I mean, 0-7 after you make a double roster switch. I mean, what does Boston even do at this point? Because obviously Champs is pretty much out of the picture, but anything's possible. Anything's possible.
Actually, that's not true. I maybe have like a brief suggestion, but they're not making Champs. Unless Jesus Christ himself fills in as the 4th.
Hey, you never know. Major. You never know.
They're not making Champs. So the only suggestion that I can make is get rid of Pentagram, maybe get rid of Priesta. I like what you have in Beans. If you're dead set on keeping Snoopy, okay, you seem dead set on keeping Snoopy, so keep him around too, and pick up 2 young players from challengers that have been killing it for the past X amount of weeks, maybe months, and take a chance on them. You're not making Champs, see what they got, and maybe you can start building your team for the future now. That's the only suggestion I have for you at this point, because this year for you is chalked. It's chalked.
Yeah, I mean, Boston, you're not good. I mean,
damn.
I mean, they took optics to game 5, but man, their search and destroy is absolute butt cheeks. They're absolute butt cheeks. I mean, there's really not much to say about them. They need to step it the fuck up. Because at this rate, honestly, yeah, as Preston said, they're not going to champs. You might as well just start looking to the future, trying out new teams, see what'll work possibly for the next year. Because right now, Pentagram. Yeah, I know people were excited for him to come into the league, but it's just not working out for that guy. I'm sorry. I mean, he has his games where he'll go 30-12,
Only
but
against
it's
LAT.
yeah, he's just way too inconsistent. I mean, my guy got fried. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's time for him to go. I don't know what they got to do. Snoopy, yeah, he's cool. Beans is cool, but the rest of the team is ass. So,
Yeah, I mean, they won one search and destroy this split. At least they got one. I mean, it's all you could ask for. They did win a search versus the Legion. But yeah, I mean, looking at their stats on screen, Snoopy and Beans are really the only bright spots, both sitting at slightly over a 1KD, both with mid 80 Slayer rating. So they're getting kills too. They're doing their thing. But yeah, I mean, what? You bring Shawnee back, I guess, at this point. But no, I agree with Preston. I think you just kind of like take some young guns and challengers, ask Snoopy maybe who wants to play with, or Beans, and just bring those dudes in, let the team kind of build some chemistry, see if there's any bright spots. And in a month from now, if the people you brought in also suck or they don't look good, then next year, you just full rebuild again. It's like, at this point, the only chance you make in champs is if you make runs at both Major 3, Major 4, you do well in Major 4 qualifiers, and other teams shit the bed. So, you're too far behind at this point. I would just start looking to find your next guy you can bet on, like you're currently doing with Snoopy, if that's what you're going to continue going with. So, yeah. Boston, I mean, biggest L of the season, unfortunately. By far, biggest L of the season.
Yeah, I mean that was literally a must-win match for them. It can't be stated enough that was a must-win match for them. It was 1-11 in Search and Destroy is not going to win you many matches, if at all. I mean, you got to be good at pretty much every game mode to be a good team, but that's arguably the most important game mode to be good at. And to be 1-11, you are not going to win many matches at all. So, yeah, man. I mean, not much to be said.
yeah, I think their chance to win was against Vegas, and they blew it. I mean, who else are they going to beat? I don't think they're beating anyone.
They're not beating anyone. I mean,
Yeah.
Vegas was the worst team other than them in the recent weeks, and they hadn't won a map. They mean, they made a roster change, but yeah, no, they're chalked. They might go 0-7 next split, too.
Yeah, they're not even worth my breath at this point, to be honest. I'm not beating a dead horse with these guys anymore.
Yeah. I think another interesting series, just simply looking at the scoreboard, was Atlanta FaZe versus Seattle Surge. I don't know the last time I've seen numbers like this on a scoreboard at the end of a series. I mean, this is what happens when you lose 3-1 and you only win the Search and Destroy, right? Like, you didn't get totally slammed in the respawns. Like, the 6-star, you lost by 100, you lost by 75 in map 1, you only lost by 1 round in the invasion. But, I mean, this is like, look at the numbers on screen, bro. It's actually, Celium went plus 37. And he wasn't even playing slow. He had 93 kills. Like, it just, like... I mean, shout out to Seattle for fighting, I guess. But good lord, this is a hard scoreboard to look at if you're a Surge fan.
It's FaZe. I mean, if you're a Surge fan, you take it. And the only thing you look at the scoreboard is we took a map off FaZe. That's it. Other than that, you don't look at the numbers. Who really cares? Because it's FaZe. But yeah, I mean... Even that invasion, even though it's 3-2, it's invasion, it really wasn't close, to be honest. I mean, they had round 5 defense locked up by like 25 kills, and I'm pretty sure they had it by like 4 ticks too. So, it really wasn't... None of those respawns were particularly close. So, it's FaZe. It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of numbers you expect out of FaZe versus everyone, even the top 4. Even against OPTIC, who's probably the only team that could probably hang with them. I mean, it's just going to happen. They're going to put up the numbers regardless. They're just that good. I mean, there isn't really much to say.
Yeah, no. I mean, they're FaZe, man, and we'll get into them more. Chat requested that Garrett specifically requested we talk about Miami. Now, Alex, I know you said this was one of the series you didn't really get to see.
Mhm.
But I mean, this was a smoke show. Like, the Search and Destroy was the only thing that was even relatively close for LAG. But I mean, dude, Miami, I mean, they're back in their prime online form in this matchup. Preston, what were your thoughts with this one?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Jake, but I'm pretty sure that 6 Star started off like 90-90. And then it ended like
we can actually see, shout out Breaking Point. They have map flows on here now and a whole bunch of other stuff on their website. And it was 97-99.
There you go. And then it ended
Fifth hill.
250 to 129. So as soon as Miami started shooting, it was not close, and they just kept that for the rest of the series. I don't know what happened. I don't know if LAG just died or if Miami just flipped a switch, but sometimes, you'll see it with random teams, random series where they'll just hit flow in the middle of a series, and I just think that's what happened with Miami. They got hot at the right time. We've been talking about how good Real looks, and dude, he's good.
He's really good.
He's really good. He is really good. This team has looked like they've been struggling. Like last split they struggled. Beginning of this split they kind of struggled. He has really found his way in this team. He's improved their game. He is one of my favorite players to watch individually. And he's a big reason why this series was particularly not close at all. Do I think Miami is going to make a lot of noise to major? Probably not, especially drawing a round 1 matchup versus FaZe.
Yeah, that hurts.
But at least they should win a map, which they have not done this year. I'd be willing to bet that this team probably wins a map this major, if not a series or two. But yeah, I was impressed. I had LAG winning this series. It, like we've said, it was not close. They got slammed. I think it could have been like a bad series for LAG as much as it was a good series for Miami. But we'll see. LAG has been historically Lanimals this season. We'll see if that trend continues.
No Adam Assault.
No Adam Assault, but I mean, we'll see. That's not exactly the series you want to have heading into a major. Last split, they beat FaZe Game 5 heading into the major. So quite the contrary here, heading into Major 3.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I can tell you exactly what happened in map 1, bro. I had a Diamond Con prize picks over bet that chat picked for me. And I remember it very vividly. We were about halfway through map 1, and someone in chat, I believe it was Rick, said Diamond Con is leading the lobby in kills, and he was like 15-10. And I was like, W, shout out Diamond Con. He ended 18-28. He went 3-18 for the second half of that map, where they proceeded to get 30 points. So that's exactly what happened. Diamond Con went from leading the lobby in kills to getting absolutely Kentucky fried. I mean, he dropped 27 on the whole series, minus 25. So, brother, I mean, Estrio also only had like 6k damage. So, I mean, this was just a piss poor showing out of everyone in LAG, but holy, was it like... I mean, shout out to Metals, too. He led the lobby in damage by a fair margin. Miami, man, I mean, you get some confidence going into your first LAN with Real. Real's first ever pro LAN, so I hope to see them make some noise, because when they're getting hyped and stuff and screaming, it's always exciting. But first, tough round 1 matchup, man. Really tough. Really tough.
If there's a series for you to miss this weekend, that's probably it, Alex, because, I mean, unless you wanted to see a Miami masterclass, it wasn't close.
I mean, as long as, they're not beating OPTIC, that's all I care about.
No, not OPTIC.
Nope. Toronto Ultra versus New York Subliners was also an interesting series. Now, this one had its ups and downs. We saw some reset cheese in that map 4. NY players saying they were teleporting and they were lagging, and Ultra players saying they were lagging too, and the refs didn't care and they weren't really complaining about it and they were still frying them. But New York, man, continue to not be able to avoid the allegations of being kill horse. They outslay their opponents, they get a load of kills, and they still choke respawns. 6-point loss. that Vista, they were winning. Was it 170 to like 50 at one point? They were winning.
Yeah,
I mean, I can see it actually.
171 to 49.
171-49, and then they basically full 60'd Toronto the next hill. And then it was 242 to 166, and it ended 250 to 244. So they got 2 points across 3 hills, New York, at the end of the game.
See, that to me is not even kills, especially on a map like Vista. And I won't talk long because I'll let Alex actually talk since he didn't get to talk last series since he didn't watch. But on a map like Vista, with the pacing as fast as it is, you just gotta communicate properly. You're gonna spawn up and take a gunfight in a matter of 4 or 5 seconds anyways. There is practically zero reasoning for you not to get 8 seconds before the other team gets whatever the math is, 34 and 50, 84 seconds. Okay, that's really any map, but in this map in particular, when the hills are as close as they are and you are spawning as close as you are, there is zero reason for you not to just effectively trade to get 8 seconds. So I don't know if the communication was bad or what it was, but that's just completely unacceptable, especially from a team that gets held as high a standard as New York does. Truthfully.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say anymore about NYSL. I mean, like, I think we've gone to the point where I think I can confidently say they're not beating they're not beating Toronto, OPTIC, or FAZE anymore for the rest of the year. I think with just the way that they're playing, they're not playing fundamentally how they played last year when they had Priesta, and you can clearly see that it's affecting them. I genuinely think that Sib was not a pack-a-punch over Priesta at this point anymore. I mean, as you said, you were up, I don't even know how many, 171 to 49, and you didn't win the game. It's like, it just doesn't make any sense. And then, I don't fully know about the Crybaby Cheese. You know, maybe they were lagging. You know, maybe Toronto wasn't lagging. You know, who knows? We'll never really know because we're not in the games. Nonetheless, though, you should not be losing that game. This series should have been a lot closer. I just don't know what to say about NYSL anymore. They are pitifully playing like the 4th best team in the league, and that's sad to say because we know that their ceiling could be really, really high if they can put it together. But they just, I don't know what's going on with them. They just can't. I don't know if their teamwork isn't well. I don't know if they're trying to, if they can't break down the map how they want to. It's just not going well for them, and I don't foresee it going well for them at the major either.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know what's up with them. I mean, when you look at like their stats, for the most part, it's kind of, Kiz and Sib are, I don't want to necessarily say like struggling because like the 0.95 isn't really that bad in the grand scheme of things, especially for a guy like Kiz who's playing your entry SMG. But with the slaying power they have on this team, Hydra pretty much has no slaying help when you look at like Slayer rating. I mean, he's by far the highest on his team. His teammates are just not really, helping him out in that aspect or winning enough gunfights, and then they're just not getting in the hill. And it's like, I mean, you look at their objective per 10 minutes in hardpoint this split, no one has more than 60. Not a single person has more than 60 per 10 minutes. And if we go look at someone like, let's say, OPTIC Texas, just because they're a good team to look at, I just clicked on an ad. Shout out Breaking Point.
Old Spice.
I mean, Dashy has 69. So, like, but they also have Shotzi at 65 and Kenny at 60. So, like, they just got to get in the hill more, man. New York just got to get in the hill. I think that's honestly, like, I mean, like Preston said, I mean, especially on Vista, Lou do like that P1 towards the end of the game. Like, just wait 10 seconds, let Ultra get the 10 seconds, and just 4-man hit the hill. Win your trades, right? You have the gun skill. Win your trades. All you gotta do is sit there for 6 seconds. As if you kill all 4, you win the game. Like, they're not gonna spawn up and get there in time. So I think they maybe just start to panic down the stretch when they're kind of throwing or getting close to losing. But yeah, man, Sib for Priesta, is it biting them in the ass? At this point, it looks like it. Looks like it.
I'm gonna be honest, and this could be a crazy hot take, and you
Oh,
guys
God.
let me know if I'm fucking
Cancel him,
faded.
Jack. Get ready to cancel him.
Listen, I'm just gonna be 100% honest with the way that I feel. If I am New York and I don't get a minimum of top 3 again this major, I'm making a team change.
Hmm.
That's my opinion.
Hmm.
Because I am looking at OPTIC and definitely FAZE, 100% dominantly FAZE, and I haven't been close to beating these guys in a very, very long time. There is no reason for me to attempt to even. Why would I not send a team that I feel at least I could have an attempt at beating one of them at champs if I know that I'm probably not going to even come close with the team that I have now? It almost feels like a waste of a tournament, a waste of a season. It's late, and they're still top 4, and I don't really know who they would get, to be honest. Like, I don't really pay attention, but something's not working. I don't know what it is. Something's not working. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, like, there's a player that's like, I don't know how the contract situation would work, but if a player doesn't make champs on a bottom 4 team and could get bought out by New York, I don't know how that situation could work. I don't really know contract situations, but I just, that's my take. That could be faded. I don't know.
No, I mean, kind of like that. I think we're definitely still going to see team changes coming after this major. I think actually, I don't know. I don't know if we do see team changes after this major. I feel like at this point, like, you're kind of stuck because if you make a team change, you're going into major 4, last major before champs. But it could be a possibility though. I think the question is who would they go after. I think it's just the biggest thing. Like, I know someone said buy out Ghosty. I don't think LA Thieves is letting go of Ghosty, unfortunately.
No.
I think
no.
you'd have to, like, you probably have to really pull from somewhere from the bottom 4. You know, hey, Boston's at the bottom. Hey, P Dog,
Please
you
come
want to
back.
come back? You want to come
Please.
back? If not that, then I think your best bet is just a Challengers kid. But again, I don't really know who's like that in Challengers right now.
I mean,
So
people are saying, like, well, I don't know personally because a lot of people don't like Sib in this place. People have seen Kismet struggle, so I don't know who you make the switch for. I don't know what players are available in Challengers in those specific roles. I know Cobra's been cooking. I don't know what Cobra plays though. If he's an AR, I'm not sure. But I know he speaks French. I'm pretty sure. So, I mean, him and Hydra might get along. I don't know. I don't know, chat. I really don't. I can tell you right now, they're not gonna buy out Ghosty. He is far and away LAT's best player, but you're right to an extent. It's hard for them because who do you really see that could take somebody? No, not Slasher. Absolutely not. Who do you see taking somebody's spot on that roster? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the toughest part for. I mean, I even saw a clip of like Scump and their watch party talking about like if Ultra shit the bed at the major, is Envoy gonna get dropped? And it just like all comes back to like, who do you bring in? Like, sure, they could go back to Hixie, I guess. Yeah. NYSL could try to go back to Priesta, I guess. But like, I don't know. Is it really gonna make your team any better than it is right now? Is it gonna be able to compete with FaZe? You know, I don't. That's the problem. You're not, unless you're buying out a player that's of a great caliber from another team, which is probably not going to happen because who are you going to buy out from a team that's not making champs? Because teams making champs are going to want to keep their roster. You just gotta, I don't know. At this point, you either gotta try to force it to work, or you have to do a press instead and just hope for the best. Make a switch, find someone down in challengers, and hope for the best. Because I mean, you know, you don't want to chalk up the rest. Like, if you're any of the top 4, any team, I guess, making champs, but especially the top 4, you don't want to just chalk up the season and say, all right, you know, we'll take a top 4 at champs. FaZe, you can, or OPTIC, you can have it. Like, you know what I mean? So they got to figure it out. But I will say, dude, Sib, Kiz, Envoy, They are kind of on hot waters a little bit. I don't really foresee them getting dropped, but like, you never know, man. The players would have a better idea of who they'd want to play with or who they think would work well on their team. So you just gotta, you gotta play good at the major, man. That's all it's gonna come down to.
Especially with the fact that I've seen it been brought up a couple times. Like, if you're NYSL in the back of your head, you gotta think Hydra's a free agent. Dude, somebody's gonna try to poach him. I'm almost guaranteeing
Yeah.
he's gonna try to poach him, and if someone's willing to throw him the bag,
Hydra and Kleenex on Toronto.
So I was literally just about to say that.
Dude, Nick said Ultra too.
He might just he's gonna leave. So I think you just, if I'm NYSL and I don't do well this major, like I said, top 3 minimum. I'm doing everything I can to get Hydra to stay, and I'm trying to win us a championship out of the next 2 tournaments. That's just me, because if not, I think Hydra is gone. I do. I think he's gone.
Yeah, like they for sure have to do something. What that is, I have no idea. But again, NYSL isn't a team that instills fear in me anymore. Like at the beginning of the season, I'd be like, "Oh shit!" Like we're playing NYSL, reigning champs. Like we have to give them their respect. Now I'm just saying, like, run at these fuckers. Like, they're kind of ass. So, it's just like, I don't know. They need to figure it out.
Yeah, New York. I mean, listen, we'll return to this conversation in a week when we see what happens at the major, but they're definitely in a tough spot, man. They're definitely in a tough spot. And I guess the last real series to talk about is LA Thieves, OPTIC, Texas. Now, LAT did not get 3-0'd. Shout out the boys, saved me from getting clipped, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, this series, from my perspective, I don't know what we were doing picking sub-base. I guess they decided they wanted to get a rep on sub-base before heading into the major, sure. But you kind of wanted to win this because winning this series was the difference between playing New York or Carolina round 1 at the major. It doesn't really make a difference, I guess. Carolina's got upset potential, and New York's a teetering top 4 team, so I don't know what the difference really is. But other than that, and we got shit on Vista. We got absolutely shit on Vista. But, as a whole, we probably could have won the invasion. Shouldn't have picked sub-base. I can't be too angry. We look good in search, at least. That's always a positive.
Hey, Jake, sorry we had to do it to you.
Dude, it's all pred, bro. It was all pred.
Oh, I will say, I didn't watch this match because, again, I was working all weekend, so I wasn't able to watch most of the matches. I tried to catch up on highlights here and there, but from what it sounds like, sub-base, it was pretty evenly matched until it wasn't, until OPTIC kind of just popped off. And, again, I truly don't think a lot of teams are going to want to play OPTIC on sub-base anymore. I honestly... Well, again, we were vetoing sub-base for so long. I thought we were ass at it. So I was like, okay, clearly we're never going to play it. But clearly it was our fortress of, I think Preston said that in one of our text messages. It's literally our fortress map from MW2 where we literally slam everyone that we play. And yeah, so I don't think we're going to play sub-base at all very much anymore. But it's good to know that we have that in our back pocket if we do want to play it at some point. The Rio, again, I didn't really watch this, so I'll let Preston talk on that. Same with the Control, but the Vista, I first saw all the highlights. We have a new theme song for LA Thieves. That
so
will be
stupid, dude. So stupid, dude. Great song. I mean, I love it, but come on. Like I said, we 50-point clubbed Vegas, and they couldn't whip it out back then. I mean, they didn't have it, I'm guessing, obviously, but of course they have to debut it when it's 100T getting 100-point clubbed. But it'd be what it be, man. OPTIC deserved the praise.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Go ahead, finish.
No, I was gonna say, because Coda said, didn't OPTIC even slam FAZE on sub-base? Yeah, we did. So I don't know if it was slammage, but we beat them pretty comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, it was. This series was just. It just came down to the hard points. That's it. The Control was literally a toss-up, and LAT won the S&D. Even though it looks a lot closer, it was pretty convincingly they won the S&D. I mean, OPTIC almost made an insane comeback, but it came down to the hard points. It did. OPTIC just looked I guess more polished is the way that I'll put it. They looked way more in control. The Vista was not particularly close by any measure. The sub base started off pretty close, and then we were talking about it before we actually went live. Jake said it was close until it wasn't.
Yeah, it was
which you see
115 to 115 at one point.
Yeah,
And then it was 205, 115, 2 hills later.
Yeah, it was close until it wasn't. So, it was just a hard point diff, which is good to be an Optic fan. But I mean, if you're an LAT fan, you can't really be that upset. Like Jake said, I know you guys don't like playing sub base, so I'm a little surprised that you played probably the best sub base team in the game. I'm a little biased.
What were the vetoes? Do we remember what the vetoes were?
We were talking about, I think Optic vetoed Rio, and my guess is LAT vetoed Karachi.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Interesting.
We didn't pick 6-star, which blows my mind, considering we were actually like, low-key, dude, LAT could be in conversations for the best 6-star hardpoint team. So, the fact that we didn't pick it to play Optic, I don't know what's up there.
I don't know why LAT. It had to be a rep. It had to be because
I
don't know why.
That's the only way I think it would make
I don't know
sense.
why LAT didn't ban subbase and then left Karachi open, because I'm not so sure Optic would have picked Karachi. I think they would have picked 6-star.
I mean, Optic was 5-0 on 6-star. Yeah, because I don't know. They were 5-0 on 6-star coming into this, and we were 1-5. Like, I don't understand. Both teams are undefeated on 6-star. Sorry, on subbase. And but both teams are undefeated on 6-star. So I don't know. Maybe LAT was scared to play him on 6-star, or maybe they were just hoping to see if Optic would pick it. But trolled the first map.
Well, scared to see Ann in the pool.
Here's the good news for me and Alex and every other Optic fan. This new map set is literally electric for the guys in green. Between Vista and 6-star, at least in hardpoints, which is the mode that we have been struggling terribly against FAZE at in particular, they look good on both 6-star and Vista. And when you have two maps that you are good at like that, especially when your best map is their auto veto, they are forced to play one of those maps against you. So you almost like to feel confident that you're getting at least one hardpoint win, which we have not had against them in a pretty long time. Last time we played 6-star and we won. That being said, FaZe is also good at them. But it's better than playing them on Karachi, which I really hope Optic bans Karachi instead of Rio. I think you just chow them on Rio. I'm gonna be honest.
Dude, Optic is 3-1 in Karachi HP this split.
Oh yeah, but barely, and it just wasn't great.
Yeah,
they barely beat LAG, and they barely beat the worst Vegas Legion team I've ever watched in my life. And I don't know who else. And they got beat by Boston with a sub,
I mean,
dude.
FaZe is 10-2 on Karachi. Maybe you don't want to play them.
No.
They are 6-0 on Rio, but I mean, you've had it close in the past, I guess.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know you're 6-0.
Maps against, I think, other than like that major one qualifier. Oh, hold on.
The Karachi loss to FaZe were mainly Abe going crazy. I know, but like, dude, I just don't like that map. I don't. I really. And I get why you guys don't want to play them on Rio because they are 6-0, but we played them on Rio last series and we lost like 250 to 241. So I don't know. It doesn't matter because you're gonna have to play them on one. It just depends on which one you want to play. And I guess it depends on if you want to play Vista or 6-star, because subbase is never going to be played again. I would actually be stunned if Optic ever plays subbase ever again. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, dude, it's, you just got to, I mean, Karachi, Rio, whichever one it is, Optic just has to, win the last rotation, I guess, which is easier said than done, but yeah, it's going to be interesting, man. I mean, they won't face off till winners finals if they do face off. So that would be the first time, I guess. So we'll see if that gets there, but we'll get into our brackets. Alex is on the phone right now, chat, by the way. I know he's kind of out of the screen, but he's technically on call for work, so he has to answer the phone. So don't mind him. FaZe would pick Karachi so they can't play both 6-star and Vista.
Yes, that's correct. The way vetoes work, for those who don't know, each team gets a veto for starters, and then each team picks a map. Team A picks the first hardpoint, right, Jake? They pick map 1 or they pick map 4?
I really don't know, to be honest.
I think Team A picks map 1, and then Team B gets map 4. But yeah. So no matter what, FaZe gets Rio or Karachi every single series. They get one of Rio of Karachi if they want it, which I don't see why they wouldn't.
Yeah, they probably do.
Yeah, and they'll never have to play sub base ever again, which is why vetoes are seen as important.
Sorry. Yeah. I mean, we'll go Optic. I forgot what we were talking about.
No, you're good. We were just talking about like map vetoes for Optic and FaZe and stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to play them on Karachi, I think, regardless. Because they're gonna ban sub base. We're gonna ban Rio or Karachi, one of those. So we're gonna have to ego chow one of them, which I'm okay with. Because again, all of our hard points with them have been pretty close, other than the first since Major 1 qualifiers where they 3-0 slammed us. But that's when we also didn't do so well in qualifiers in general. We lost to Miami 3-0. So yeah, I think we'll be good with them.
Coda, their FaZe is never playing sub base ever again.
No, there's no shot.
Sub base is FaZe's auto veto to begin with, and they're definitely not playing Optic on sub base. So my guess, if I was a betting man today, if they do play at the major, we will see 6-star and Rio. That's my guess for the 2 hard points that you'll see. And if Optic wants to, you can replace 6-star with Vista. But you will see one of 6-star and Vista and Rio. That's my guess. Unless for some reason they feel comfortable on Karachi, which I have no idea why they would based on what I've seen. But who the fuck am I?
Yeah, who are you, brother?
I don't know. Just the guy that watches God.
That's it. That's all you are. Oh, what just happened? Okay. This is Scream on black for a second. Also, can we talk about in chat? Garrett and Upcast just reunited. They apparently played together back in Cold War and just rekindled their friendship in chat. That's actually insane. That's actually insane, bro. Cold War was years ago, and you just rekindle your friendship.
Let me know what other Call of Duty podcast is rekindling friendships.
That's
from
facts, dude.
3 years ago.
Episode 19, Friendships Rekindled.
Oh my god.
That's sick.
I'm getting a tickle inside. Okay. I think it's time to talk about the major, man. I think it's time to talk about the major. Real quick before we get into brackets, I wanted to touch on the current betting odds here according to CDL Intel. So to win the event, FaZe has the lowest odds, obviously. Then it's Optic and Ultra tied at plus 375 or 3.75, as you can see on screen, which I think is interesting. Maybe makes sense because Ultra have been a little bit better and it's their home major. But then there's a steep fall off to Subliners at plus 1100. Then to Thieves at plus 26. This is, I think, the most interesting thing. Thieves are at 26, and then it's a steep fall off to Miami at 81, and then Surge, and then Raven. So for some reason, they think Thieves is by far the best team, the most likely to be a dark horse. But Miami over Surge, Ravens, Rocker is actually insane to me, considering Miami hasn't won a map on land.
I just think that's because all the other teams below them have looked absolutely god-awful.
Dude, but Ravens? I mean, come on, man. Ravens are like 3-0 and they're all in the facility playing together, and they've made like top 6 at the lands, you know?
I guess, yeah.
Good, yeah. They're good for a lock of top 6, but I don't think.
Dude, Miami though over Ravens, I think is crazy. But hey, you know what? We're gonna go through the brackets. Maybe that's what I'll have. Who knows?
You won't.
No, I probably won't. And then the other thing underneath it is MVP odds. Celium with the best MVP odds, followed by Simp, then Scrap, then Draws and Abe. So all the FaZe guys, obviously in the top 5. But Pred, that's next highest and highest on Optic. With Dashi, Shotzi, Kleenex, and Hydra following him up. I'm sure there's other odds, or maybe, I don't know, this is just what's been posted. Cell over Simp for MVP odds is interesting.
Right over Dashi? That's actually not, I don't think that's that big of a hot take, Fuel, just because Dashy plays more of an enabler rule now. He kind of just he plays the objective and lets Pred do whatever he wants. So they're gonna look at stats first when picking an MVP award, and if Pred's playing Pred levels, he's gonna have a 1.25 with probably 100 kills a series. So that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I honestly like. It's not really unfortunate for Dashy, but like I don't really see him being like winning another MVP with the current way the team runs and the way he plays. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be Dashy or Shot. It's going to be Pred or Shotzi or even Kenny that would win an MVP over Dashy, unless he continues to do this like 20,000+ kill series where he's also dropping a 1.3 and he's getting like 2 minutes in the hill each hard point. Like maybe then, but you already know the CDL is going to pick the guys making the flashy plays and dropping 105 kills in a series. So we'll see, man. But we can predict our who we think is going to win MVP when we get to our grand finals of each of our brackets.
Sure.
But yeah, let's hop on over. So chat, only issue here is the website that the Pick'em's website is not updated. So we have to use a little homemade graphic here. Shout out to CDL Intel. This is their graphic on screen. I'm going to be basically screenshotting the team names and moving them around based on where we have them in the bracket. So you're going to have to bear with us. It's going to be a little bit more of a production today rather than using the Pick'em site. But we got to do what we got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to do what we got to do. Can you predict which... Oh my God. Slothy. Okay, I see you.
Me.
I see you. W Photoshop, exactly. W Photoshop. But yeah, boys, who wants to go first, man? Who wants to go first with their bracket? Alex, you're muted, by the way, so I just make sure you know before you hadn't tried to say anything that I've noticed, so you're good. But
totally do that. I'll let Preston go first.
All right, Preston.
Okay, that works.
I think I know how the bracket works. I mean, they already have on here loser of Atlanta Miami plays Legion, so that's easy. It's the loser of winners round 2 goes to the opposite side of the bracket in elimination round 3, right? Do I have that right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's when it flips. All right, just making sure. But you guys can obviously see on the stream too. And I guess we're not really saying, we don't have map counts on here, but feel free to say your map count, I guess, if you want.
Okay, sure.
But yeah, Preston, take it away, man. Take it away.
I obviously don't know how these are going to be played out time-wise besides like the first 4 matches. I'm just going to do them in order because that's too difficult. So, all right. FaZe Heretics. I'm going to go 3-0 FaZe.
3-0 FaZe. No hope.
No. I don't have hope for that one. I do think they'll win a map this event, but I don't see it being against FaZe. LAT subliners. I got LAT 3-2. I do. I think this is going to be a lot closer than people are actually putting it out to be. Everyone's expecting this to be a top 4 masterclass again. Waldo's insane.
Waldo? Oh my God.
I got LAT in game 5. I've been impressed with their SAD. Right. And I just really haven't been thoroughly impressed with subliners. So I'll give LAT an upset win here. Okay. Having some bad takes tonight. Normally he cooks. Okay, let me lock in for you. I got Ultra 3-0 Surge. I don't think this will be close. I got OPTIC 3-0 Carolina. I don't think that'll be particularly close either, to be honest.
Slow down. I can only copy and paste so fast.
Okay, sorry.
Slow down.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just playing with you. But for real though, I can only go so fast. These hands don't work like they used to. I'm not young and spry anymore. Let me get all these losers in here. Let me get all the losers in here. Chat, do you like this production, man? Leave a like if you like the production, because this shit is the CDL Pick'em's website has to be the most poorly run website I've ever seen in my entire life. They haven't even updated the points for the Sunday matches. Like, brother, it takes 4 seconds probably to input the scores. Like, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it, dude. Nike,
all right,
come on.
Moving on to day 2.
Yep, day 2. It's gonna be even easier now because now I can copy and actually not unless you pick those. Okay, whatever. Sorry. Do you think?
This really feels like I should pick Miami, but I also really have a lot of faith in Attach. So this is like a hard one for me, especially because Major 1, like, Legion just bounced them. But this is a new Miami team. I'm gonna go 3-2 Miami. I do.
Oh, okay.
I think Legion go out top 12. I think Miami gets a win here, even though they've struggled on LAN. And I'm going to regret this. I know I am, because I really want to go Vegas, but I just think they've looked like a little bit of a better team, and I think this Vegas team needs a little bit more time to practice with one another before they actually become a solid team.
Okay, I see you. I see you.
Subliner Breach, I don't think that'll be close. Subliners are going to win that one. Breach is god awful.
Shout out,
I'm
Boston.
not even wasting my time. Seattle Rocker. This one's actually kind of interesting.
This one is kind of interesting.
It's just a matter of how much faith I have in Rocker versus Surge. I'm gonna go Surge in a game 5, man. I do. Surge is a pretty solid S&D team.
All right.
And I trust them if it goes the distance. So I'll go Surge. Wow. This is honestly probably my wow series, because both of these teams absolutely cook on land, and one of them is going to go home early. It's just a matter of which one it is. I don't see Clay going out top 12. I really don't. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to pick LAG because I like those guys on that team. I just can't see it happening. And I tweeted like a week and a half ago that I could see LAG going top 4. That was before they got slammed, and that was before I saw this bracket, because this is an unfortunate lie.
Yeah, you would have much rather play Miami or
Yes.
Seattle.
Yes.
I mean, not New York probably, but yeah.
So I'm gonna go the Ravens here. I am. I'm gonna go the Ravens. It just is what it is.
So you go with all 4 teams that got knocked from winners down to losers to win. So not a single team that starts in losers is winning a series on your bracket.
I guess not. No, isn't that crazy how that works? Wow.
Hey, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, the teams who make winners are probably better. You know what I'm saying? Or at least looked at as better.
That's my guess. I haven't really gone with many upsets except for like LAT, but okay. And then elimination round 3, or I guess round 2 to get to 3. I'm gonna go New York. I think Miami gets a series win, but I don't think it goes past New York. So we'll take New York over Miami.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna take the Ravens over Surge.
Mm-hmm.
Surge eliminated a major 1, even though it's a different major. I think Carolina gets their payback here. That's where we'll go there. Now, for the winners round, I, unfortunately, Jake, really want to go LAT, but I don't see that happening.
Hey, we almost beat them at major 2. We almost did it.
Almost doesn't count. So I'm going to go FAZE. Sorry. And then OPTIC Ultra, I'm going to go OPTIC. So I think we get a rematch, again, of winners finals from Major 2.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. He's moving and grooving. He's moving and grooving.
Are you on Canva?
Yeah, I'm on Canva. I use Canva for most of my stuff. Wow, what do you like? You like Canva? You don't like Canva?
No, it just I knew it looked familiar. I was like,
no, I love Canva, bro. I use Canva for all my thumbnails. Chat, I know I spelled producer wrong. All right, I'm rushing around here. Right, I'm trying to be an expert producer. I'm trying to be an expert.
And then Ultra Subliners, we just saw what happened. I think it's a repeat. I'm gonna go Ultra. I think Subliners finish top 6 and they make a team change.
Ooh, he's getting spicy.
That's my prediction. I don't think the top 4 is actually the top 4 this major. LAT Royal Ravens, I'm going to go LAT. I think LAT move on. They get their first top 4 finish of the year, which is exciting, I'm sure, for Jake. And honestly, well deserved. They've been playing some solid COD. Elimination round 4, Ultra LAT. Unfortunately, Jake, I think this is the end of road for your boys.
That's fucked up.
I think Ultra are going to move on.
That's all right.
Honestly, though, very solid run for your guys here.
Hey,
very
dude,
solid.
I would take a top 6. Top 4 is even better.
I think you guys are going to get a top 4. I really do. I think it's a solid run, but I don't see you guys beating Toronto just yet. OPTIC FAZE. See, here's the thing. Whoever wins this series right here wins the major. I don't care. It doesn't matter because of the veto advantage you get in grand finals. Whoever wins this freaking this matchup right here is winning it all. So
what's it gonna be, Preston? What's it gonna be? May I remind you, FaZe are 6-0 versus OPTIC this season.
Thank you. All right, man. Listen, I'm 0 for 2 picking OPTIC, so maybe we'll just reverse jinx ourselves. I'll go FaZe. Okay, this sucks. Obviously, you guys know who I want to fucking win, so don't even do what I know you're gonna do.
L-fan, chat. L-fan. Spam it in chat. L-fan.
And then I think I'll have OPTIC beating Toronto to get back into the grand finals. And then obviously I'll take FaZe to win again. I just think they're better. But
oh, he said obviously, chat. You heard that he has no faith.
well, I just said
whoever
I just said whoever wins winners finals winning. So
Bang.
yes, I have FaZe winning.
Bang.
Do I think OPTIC can win? Yes, I do. I genuinely do think. But I would be a fool and completely brain dead and a little bit biased. A little bit biased. I wouldn't say brain dead because, it's whatever. But I'd be a little bit biased if I literally picked them to win this event and beat them twice without them beating them a single time. However, it definitely can happen. And I am one that is always going to believe in them no matter how bad it looks. There's no reason 0-6 can't become 1-6 and can't become 2-6. There's no reason it can't. I'm just saying. At that same time, 1-6 or 0-6 can become 0-8. So we'll see. We will very much see. There's my bracket. I hope that I am wrong or I'm right with everything up until winners finals. But
yeah,
that's what I got.
Yeah.
Is it bad that my bracket is the exact same?
Exact same?
Exact same.
Like every match is the exact same.
Everything is the exact same.
Holy shit, that's actually crazy.
That's that telepathy. That's that telepathy.
That's that OPTIC fan
I
telepathy.
genuinely thought you were gonna go with OPTIC in the grand finals, and I was like, okay, we'll be a little different in that.
Holy shit,
But
that's actually crazy.
We're the exact same on everything that he has.
That's typical.
Wow. That's actually crazy. That is actually crazy.
That's kind of
well, chat. Here's Preston and Alex's bracket. Here it is, dude. Are they gonna start kissing or something? Like, I mean, shit, dude. What's going on, dude? What's going on?
For a reason.
Oh man.
That's
all right. Yeah, I mean, that's that makes sense. That makes sense. It's not the same as my bracket. This is not the same as mine. So I will do my own. But
sorry for disappointing everyone. Yeah. This is what I have as my bracket. I think I'm cooking something for bracket or for Major 4 and Champ. So
you cooking something? You're cooking?
I'm definitely cooking.
Oh man. All right. Well, let me do mine, I guess. That just kind of got a little anticlimactic, but also kind of cute. Let me delete a bunch.
LAT winning through winners.
Dude, I have LAT winning the whole event without dropping a map. All right, so let's do it. Let's do it this way, man. Let's do it this way. Winners round 1, FaZe versus Miami. I mean, I'm going FaZe, right? Obviously, I'm going FaZe. I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about it. I've seen some people in chat say they think Miami can catch FaZe slipping. Maybe FaZe is underestimating them. I think Miami's about to get hork slammed through the main stage, dude. Like, I don't know if it's really going to be that close. LAT subliners. Listen, man. As an LAT fan, as the resident LA Thieves fan, I think I'm going New York here. I think I'm going New York. I just New York are a team that look bad and then they play well, and then they play well and then they look bad. It's not that I don't have faith in the boys. I think it's just like, I mean, this is 3 world champions from last year going to land kind of like backs against the wall. They kind of shit the bed this split. They're going to want to play well. I don't know. I don't know if, honestly, I don't know what the popular pick is in this one. Like, I want to see the pick'em site when it updates, like what people are picking. Because I can imagine it's going to be closer to 50-50, but I would love to pick LAT here. But don't worry. Just because I'm not picking them here doesn't mean they're out just yet. All right, then we got Toronto, Seattle. I'm going Toronto, obviously. I don't think that's really much of a surprise. But who knows what 04's got for us on land. That could be interesting.
You do know that the both times LAT has been in losers round 1, they've lost losers round 1.
You've never seen them at Major 3 though this season, so don't you worry.
Continue.
Don't you worry. And then Optic Ravens. I actually do think Optic Ravens is low-key an upset potential series because we just know what Ravens are capable on land. I'm still going Optic, obviously, with that being said, but I wouldn't count out Ravens altogether here for anybody. I think LAT Subliners is the biggest upset potential. I think Ravens Optic is the second biggest, in my opinion. Yeah, Preston and Alex are FaZe fans, and I'm a New York fan, chat. We're all getting outed today. Okay, so then that means for my bracket, I got Ravens dropping, Surge dropping, LAT dropping, and Miami dropping to losers, snoozers. Okay. Shit. All right. Okay. For elimination round 2, I'm going Las Vegas Legion. I'm taking the Legion over the Miami Heretics. I would love to see Miami win. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, they're really fun and they're exciting when they're winning. I really like the hype they bring. But Dylan Attach is my guy. And Nero has been cooking recently, too. Nero's been one of the best hardpoint players in the league this year. And given his role, it's actually really impressive. LAT Boston. LAT are probably going to smoke show these guys. If we somehow lose to Boston on land, brother, I think I'm not going to be on the show anymore if we somehow lose to Boston. So you're going to have to find someone else to host the show. Seattle Rocker. I'm going to differ again here. I'm going to go Minnesota Rocker over Seattle Surge here on LAN. I think the LAN experience of Lamar, I think Lynn's got a couple under his belt. You brought in Standy and Gunless. I think Gunless is going to want to show out at his first pro major in a very long time. And Seattle, they looked good. Their teamwork is good, but I'm just not sold on them, especially when it comes to the slaying department. Even when they're winning, they're still getting outslayed. And I'm kind of just thinking we're going to get like a Gunless masterclass on LAN here for this losers round 1. And then Ravens Gorillas, I'm going Ravens. No Adam Assault, no, I don't know. I don't got a saying. No Zinni, no Winnie. I don't got a saying for this one, but no Assault, no hand warmers in your chalk, essentially. Hand warmers are kind of everything, I think. Next up, we got elimination round 2. I'm going LAT over the Las Vegas Legion. I think we take down the Las Vegas Legion. I think this could actually be an interesting one. We'll see how Johnny plays on land, but I got us over them for sure. Then we got Rocker Ravens. I have Ravens over Rocker. I don't want to bet against this Ravens team, man. Like I said earlier, when they're all playing together in their little facility, they're winning. And when they're on land, they're winning. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to bet against them because they've just looked significantly better when they're in the same room on the same stage together. So shout out to Ravens. Now we get to have some fun. Winners round 2, FaZe versus Subliners. I'm going to New York. No, I'm going Atlanta FaZe. It's obvious, right? I think FaZe are probably going to take them down. To be fair, New York typically play FaZe relatively well. But yeah, I mean, come on.
Not with this new map set.
Yeah, no. The New York is getting costed by this new map set. Then we get Optic versus Toronto Ultra. Optic versus the hometown team, man. Toronto in Toronto. They've been looking a bit better. I'm going Optic Texas. I know some people are saying, like, and even the betting odds have Toronto tied with Optic, and I know some people are saying that Toronto could. I've seen people say Toronto is the second best team over Optic. You can't say that at this point, man. You really can't say that at this point. So give me Optic Texas there. So what does that mean? That means New York drops down to play Ravens, right? And Ultra drop down to play LAT.
Oof.
Yeah. So
Oof.
you know, I'm an LAT fan, man, and I'm just listen. I'm not gonna let bias get in the way. I got Toronto beating LAT in elimination round 3. I would love to see LAT make top 4 at this major more than anything. I would sacrifice my soul to see LAT get top 4 at the major. But drawing Toronto in this bracket and eliminate, yeah, exactly what Flashy said. At the end of the day, I think we're a top 6 team. I think we should have top 6, and I think top 6 is kind of like our goal here. You know what I mean? We've gotten back-to-back top 12s. Top 8 would be an improvement, let alone top 6 would be a much better improvement. Top 4 would be insane, but it's a reach. You know what I mean? I think we have upset potential versus New York, maybe even versus Ultra. Who knows how they come out and play that day? But we haven't won a series on land, so I don't want to over fan bias cheese here. So I'm going there, but I have an upset in the next match. I'm going Carolina Royal Ravens over the New York Subliners on land again this season to book a top 4. I think that, you know, LAT, I do think could do it in winners round 1, but I just got this feeling, man, after losing the FAZE, they're going to be a bit demoralized. Ravens, these guys just, I have faith, man. I have faith. I feel like I've kind of doubted them a bit this season because I'm like, you know, Fellow just looks horrible online half the time, and like, but T's been looking much better. Clay's honestly been looking a bit better. Gwyn has been amazing. So give me Carolina. Give me Carolina. Then we get into our top 4. Dude, I feel like it's boring, but I'm going Toronto Ultra over the Carolina Royal Ravens. I just think that home crowd buff, I think they're going to be better. They won Major 1. They got top 4 at Major 2. I think they do it again. And then we got OPTIC FAZE. I'm going FAZE. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, Chad. The rest of this is kind of pretty straightforward, at least for a prediction where I'm trying to get some right. I think it's pretty straightforward. I got OPTIC Texas versus Atlanta FAZE in the grand finals, and I got FAZE taking it. As much as I think OPTIC have a chance to do it, man, I think they've been getting better and better each split. Until they beat FAZE once, I'm just going to pick FAZE every time. You know, once they beat FAZE one time, I'll be much more inclined. But as of now, it's just too hard. It's just too hard.
Listen, chat. Alex and I are massive OPTIC fans, and
you You don't say?
We're both sitting here saying that until we beat them once, it's hard to. It's literally the exact opposite of last year. You practically could not pick FaZe to beat us last year because we had their number. It's the exact same this year, and until we beat them one time, I can't pick against FaZe. That one time can come literally any time, but until that one time happens, I can't go against them. Neither can the other two, apparently.
Yeah. If FaZe win through winners, they get a 20 win streak. No, I don't think they'd end on 20, but I do think if FaZe win the first 3 matches, I think they set the record for most matches in a row, right? I think it's if they
it's 2 to tie, 3 to break.
2 to tie, 3 to break. Yeah. So if they make it to the finals through winners, they would
because they entered Major 2 on a loss. They won 4 in a row, 7 in a row. They're at 11. Oh wait.
Yeah.
So it'd be 3 to tie, 4 to break.
Oh, so they have to win the event.
Yeah, because isn't it 14? Didn't Toronto just do 14?
I really don't know for sure.
I think Toronto literally just did 14 from Major 1 to Major 2 quals.
Nah, there's no way, right? Record is 13, MNK said.
Is the record 13?
Cold War FaZe? Yeah, I think Cold War FaZe has the record.
Yeah, but I thought Toronto tied them, and then they played FaZe to break, and FaZe smacked them. I thought that's what just happened.
Maybe.
Toronto was at
12. Oh, they were playing them to tie.
FaZe to tie? Okay.
Damn.
They didn't tie it. Okay,
yeah,
so
okay.
they were at 12. Okay, so record's 13. So 2 to tie, 3 to break. So they need 14 to break.
Yeah.
Hey, man, there's a team to do it.
I mean, they're going to have a path, you know what I mean? They're going up against New York or LAT, and then they're going up against Ultra for OPTIC on land. Like, it's definitely, their work's cut out for them. But, you know, if they can do that, they're earning it for sure.
It would be very poetic for them to win 2 matches, tie, and then Optic's first win to come at the chance of them breaking the CDL record
Dude,
at 14.
honestly, it would.
It would be insanely poetic.
It really would. But chat, those are our brackets. Let us know right now in chat for everyone who's here. Who do you have winning the event, or who do you have in your grand finals and winning? And then any hot take you have for this event, whether it's a player you think is going to go crazy, whether it's a team making a deep run. Feel free to throw some hot takes. I'm trying to see what you guys got.
FAZE, good.
I have a feeling we're going to see mostly FAZE probably picks. We might see an Ultra in there. We might see an
Optic. Slammed on land. Lock in.
That's not a hot take. That's not a hot take.
FAZE.
LAT double first rounded. Oh, fueled. Brother, we need to lock in.
I would hate, like, as much as I hate to say this, kind of not a hot take, really. I mean,
they haven't proven any otherwise, you know what I mean?
I don't think that'll happen. But
it's not the hottest take. It's definitely hotter considering they're a top 4 seed, but
yeah, for sure.
Dude, I do want to say we earned a top 4 seed and we still have to play 2 New York subliners round 1, dude. That shit's so ass.
NYSL top 2 on some crazy shit? That would be insane. I'm not gonna lie. The way they've looked, that would be insane.
Breach win a series on land. I mean, they're either playing New York or Thieves, so it's definitely, I mean, that's typical if they can beat either of those teams on land.
Yeah, they should lose to both of those teams.
They should, you know?
Yeah.
New York subliners, man.
Optic gets top 6 after losing to Ultra and Thieves. No thank you, next. Surge take Ultra to a game 5. I could actually see that happening. Honestly,
I can see that.
If it gets game 5, I'm taking Surge.
You want a chat prediction? What do you want you like a poll for what? What are the options on the poll? I'm down to run something.
What do you want, like 4 teams? You want chat to make their own bracket? Just do like different, let them pick the entire bracket.
You want chat to make the whole bracket? Holy shit, that might be a mess. That might be a mess.
It might take a while.
Yeah, that would take a long ass time to get through every single one and to have them agree.
You'd have to do like 30 seconds a poll.
Holy shit.
Can you do that?
I mean, I'd just manually end it. That'd be a lot though. That would be a lot.
That would be a lot.
You'd have Boston. Yeah, dude, they would have Boston versus Surge in the finals or Miami.
Do you guys think Miami will win a map or go 0-15? No, I think they go 0-15 and then they win a map.
I think I think they probably get 3-0'd by FaZe, and then I think Alex and Preston have them beating Legion. I have them losing, but I do think they could take a map off Legion. I would say it's probably I think they could do it. NY going out 12 would be insane. It would be that's definitely a hot take. Because, dude, if they would have to lose to Boston to go out top 12. They would have to lose to Boston. I mean, dude, Beans, you know, Beans on land, who knows?
I'm not kidding. If NYSL played any other team in losers round 1 but Boston, I'd say, okay, there's a possibility. I just don't see that happening.
Yeah.
I don't. They could have played LAG. They could have played Minnesota. They could have played Legion, and I would have said, you know what? There's a chance, but not Boston.
No, not the worst team by far. Would Ravens top 12 be a hot take? Yeah, I think Ravens going out T12 would be a hot take. I mean, you don't expect them to. I mean, them losing to LAG isn't the craziest thing, right? I mean, losing Optic obviously, and then LAG is not the craziest, but I would say Ravens are favored over LAG. It is pretty cool, though. The 2 teams that got top 6 last major would face off in losers round 1 this major. So one of them wouldn't even have a chance, really.
Barring an Optic win. I mean, like if Optic wins, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, if Ravens beat Optic, which, like I said, I do think is low-key like a possible upset, that would be crazy. I would love to see one of the top 4 teams lose in winners round 1, because then it makes it so much more interesting, because then you get top 4 teams not guaranteed, but top 4 teams playing each other in elimination round 3, probably. Like, if Optic lost, you could see, like, Optic versus New York in elimination round 3. And then that just, I don't know, makes it more interesting that way.
Yeah, I don't know how comfortable I feel playing Royal Ravens round 1 on land, to be honest. I'd rather play Miami again.
I'm sure you would. They haven't won a map. Think a FaZe LAT series would be close again. I think it could be close again too, man. I do, but our control has just been so bad, bro. Our control has been abysmal.
Is Teach so undefeated against Pred on LAN? Yeah, probably. I don't think Carolina has played OPTIC on LAN this year. So yeah, I'd say so.
Shout out Siege. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a second, chat. I forgot about the storylines. I got to make an adjustment.
I think Pred is 2-0 this year against Teach, but both have been online.
Yeah,
so.
he definitely beat him at least once online. Wait, is there any like birthday cheese or something we need to know about for these matches heading into this weekend? Is it anyone's birthday? Anyone's mom's birthday? Like that? I'm telling you, that shit matters.
Dashy 20v1. That's the buff.
Dashy 20v1 buff. All right, they're gonna make grand finals and lose to FaZe. That's a good buff.
Golly.
Sorry, Optic. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure, really, off the top of my head.
Yeah, no, I couldn't tell you when players' birthdays are. I really have no idea. Who do you guys have as your MVP then? We all have FaZe winning. Who do you have as your MVP?
I'd probably say so.
I'll say Simp.
I'm gonna go draws. I'm gonna go draws.
I'm gonna go Beezy.
I'm gonna go Sim.
Crowder.
Crowder, let's go.
I'm thinking Cell, maybe.
I mean, Cell is the favorite, betting favorite. He's gonna put up 1.5 probably.
I'm gonna go with Tupac.
I think they sub in Nikki D.
Upcast has hella beef with you right now, Alex.
I don't know what Upcast is even talking about.
I still can't see chat.
You still can't see chat? It's just broken?
No.
Upcast has been saying for the past 20 minutes that you have been stealing their answers, you're dodging their questions, and that you have it out for them.
Who's Upcast again? Honestly, I forgot what that is.
Oh,
we said who's Upcast? Oh my god.
No, like I'm being genuine. Like, who is that?
Lucky Less hit, and you couldn't ban me. Can you tell us about your emotional breakdown? That's from Upcast.
What does that mean? What's Less?
Lucky Less, like less than kills, I guess, when we did prize picks. Lucky Less.
Oh, how the fuck is that supposed to affect me? That motherfucker ain't on my team.
I don't know. Did you take Lucky more?
I don't know.
You might have. I don't remember.
That's the shit I be doing.
But so Breaking Point just tweeted something out, which I think is interesting. They tweeted out an article, CDL Player Poll Part 1, League Format. They asked players questions about the league format, and the players, I guess, anonymously answered. So this is actually going to be interesting. Question 1, they asked, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you grade this season's format? And the average vote was a 4.5. The highest rating was a 7, and only 2 people voted at a 7. Not a single player said the league format was an 8, 9, or 10.
Good.
2 people actually gave it a 1. 2 people gave it a 1.
That's Bruce.
Yeah. Or no, yeah, 2 people gave it a 1. 12 people gave it a 5, but 4.5 is the average.
Which makes sense, because that's like median. Like, that's what we kind of expect the players. Some people they don't mind some of the the way league is ran in some aspects, but they hate other aspects.
Especially some younger players, like they don't know anything different, so they might just be like, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did they ask all 48?
Let me see if it says.
Well,
I mean, you could count. We could count. It says they reached out to 50 professional players this season.
Oh, wow.
I didn't want to have to count, so I was looking to see if they had a number. So it says they reached out to 50. All right, question 2. What season that you competed in or watched had the best format? 63% voted BO4. Followed up by World War II, then BO3, then AW, and Vanguard / Cold War.
BO4 was elite.
Top tier.
Oh, 75% answered. So what's 75% of 50? Like 40? I don't even know. I can't do math.
37.5.
Are you the GOAT?
I like numbers. Data analytics, man.
Dude, Spectacles ain't getting past the accusations. But yeah, dude, shout out PO4. Even World War II getting 18% of the vote is, I mean, CWL, brother. CWL. All right, question 3. Which tournament, I don't know how many questions there are, by the way. Which tournament format is the best for COD? And 67% said round robin and double elim bracket, followed up by group stage and is that what that means? Group stage and double elim bracket? Or it says GSL pool play. Okay, GSL pool play, double elim bracket. And then
what's GSL?
I think GSL would be GS would be group stage, right? Group stage
Ladder.
I guess so.
And then yeah, so I mean most people want to round robin into a double elim.
Well, that's typical because that's what it should be probably.
Which league match format would you prefer? Question number 4. 48% said MLG style, 46% said BO4 style, and 5% said CDL style.
Oh, I wasn't around for the MLG days, so I have no idea what that is.
What even is 37.5 or 37.5 people answered and 5%? So like 1 to 2 people said CDL, basically.
Those dog shit fucks.
Who was it, dude? Which rookies were it, dude? Which rookie said that, dude? Come on.
04 had some explaining to do.
Yeah, 04, dude. Real, Gwyn, someone own up to it. Someone own up to it. But yeah, dude, I mean, any of these would be so much better.
I gotta be honest, I have no idea what the MLG style is.
It was basically just like league matches, which are online or on LAN, which led into, I mean, it says over here, which led into playoffs from other LANs. They did like 2Ks and 5Ks, I'm guessing would be kind of in this for points.
Oh, that's what I would prefer. Those shits were elite to watch.
Yeah. Should pool play return? Every single player agreed that pool play should return. There's not even a graph. Literally 100% of the people that answered said pool play should return. W. Dude, see, this stuff, does it make a change? Like, will anyone from Activision see this and make a change? Probably not. But at the very least, shout out to Breaking Point for doing this, because there's a chance someone sees this and they're like, damn, 100% of the players want pool play to return. Maybe we should listen. But, you know, whatever. Question 6, how many teams should make champs in a 12-team league? 45% said 8 teams only. 40% said 12 teams, so all of them. 10 teams was 13%, and 12 teams and challengers got 1 vote, basically.
I actually don't mind that. I'm not like on one side more than the other. I actually think if you suck all year, you shouldn't be able to compete for that much money.
Yeah,
like,
no, I agree.
In what world should Boston be able to compete for like 2 million or whatever the prize pool is? Like 4 million. Like how should they be able to compete for that tournament money? I just don't think that's fair to everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine, dude? Can you imagine Boston? There's 12 teams that made champs. Boston makes it, and they make like a run. They get like top 3, and they make a shit ton of cash. They did nothing all season.
That's EG, man. EG in World War II.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of legendary, though.
It would be. I mean, it would be sick for the storylines. Question 7: how many teams should make champs in a 16-team league? 50% said 12. 31% said all 16. 5% said 12 teams with a 1 through 4 bye. And then there's a whole bunch of other shit in there. A couple of different things.
That's cool.
But 12 teams out of 16. So basically we have now with 4 missing, it would just be a, you know, larger, more teams overall would be making it.
Yeah, that's cool. First top 4 seeds get a bye. That's cool.
That would be cool too. You start out in winners round 2.
Start off in winners round 2, and the other 2 and all the other 8 teams are double elim.
I could rock with that. Would you join a players association? 53% said they would. 39% said they were interested, but maybe, and 8% said they were not. So that's probably like 3 to 4 players. So a players association.
Why would you not want a players association?
Well, it says the players union would require every player to pay dues for lawyers and personnel. It'll deal with much larger issues in which most players will have different priorities and views, which disrupted the previous attempt to create a union. Purpose for the association would be advocating for changes, whether it's rule set, map set, league format, or anything else that impacts players. It can give an avenue to coordinate discussion and voting systems for GAs instead of having a Twitter group chat. and overall give a unified voice and ability to push for more assets or players to use. So, I mean, yeah, like you, and I remember this, they tried to create the union, it didn't work out. I mean, a players association, a players union, I think is pretty much always a good thing, but these players probably don't want to pay dues. You know, especially the ones who are on minimum contracts or really aren't making a lot of money, or might not be in the league next year, and they know this is their last chance at the paycheck. There's only 2 more questions. Question 9: would you volunteer time in the offseason to help developers? 89% said that they would volunteer their time to help better the incoming title. That's dope. That's dope. That's actually really sick. I mean, imagine, dude. I mean, you can see here, with 4 to 5 month off seasons, devs could work with them to polish rule sets, hardpoint rotations, bomb sites, spawn systems, weapon tuning, and much more before the game even releases. Like, that would be sick. Now, the only problem is COD isn't built for competitive, it's built for casual. So they really don't give a shit what the 200, 300,000 people who really care about competitive COD want. You know what I'm saying? But I think that'd be sick.
It would be sick, and that should be 100%. The 11% of people that said no there are cocksuckers.
I mean, that's like, what, 4 or 5 players that said no?
That's 4 or 5
We gotta find those motherfuckers, bro. We gotta find them. At Champs, we're hunting them. Actually, they're probably not even going to be at Champs, I would bet. I just have a feeling. No, honestly, people who said no probably are like maybe older players who just don't see themselves playing much longer and don't feel like helping. Or younger players who just are like, I don't care. I'm just going to play the game. Or they love COD and they just don't feel like it needs 10 changes. And then number 10, do you have faith in the league to create the best format to grow next season? Next year is the 6th season and the first COD of the 4-year development title. Exactly 50% said they have faith and 40% said they do not have faith. Or 45%. I don't know where the other 5% went, but they disappeared somewhere. They left it blank. 50% said they have faith in the CDL to have a better format next year for growth.
I hope so.
Those are COD players, if you ask me, bro. Every COD player has faith the next game is going to be good. These COD players have faith the CDL is going to be good next season.
That is what you like to call hopeless optimism right there.
That's hopium, dude. They're huffing right there, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, I do think there's definitely things they can do next season, and they almost should do with almost no excuse, like having pro-ams next year. I don't think there's any reason we shouldn't. I mean, at the very least, have a pro-am, if not 2, if not every event have a pro-am next year. Maybe we don't get expansion, but like maybe an extra
more
major,
events.
some pro-ams.
Yeah, more events, something, bro.
Like, there's got to be something that if next year is the exact same as this year, despite everything they just changed, it's pretty much a waste. Like, you know what I mean? I guess the teams get their money back, which is cool, but like, man.
Yeah, not ideal.
Oh, man. Coda said, what are you going to do if OPTIC chokeslams FAZE through the main stage and 3-0s them in under an hour? Brother, I'll gift like 25 memberships to chat if that shit happens. I don't know what I'll do. I don't want to say anything too crazy because, you know, it's not completely off the table, but there's almost no chance OPTIC 3-0s FAZE in under an hour. No disrespect to OPTIC, but, you know, they couldn't even 3-0 LA Thieves. You know what I'm saying, chat. You know what I'm saying.
LAT is better than FaZe confirmed.
Oh, no. Oh, man, but we've been live for like an hour and a half. It's already, Preston's already in tomorrow over there, bro. He has it like in the future. Did OPTIC win the major yet?
Let me check. No.
Shit. Damn. Yeah. But, chat, any final hot takes, questions for us? If not, it's going to be time to round it out, I think, so everyone can go to sleep. I'll give you guys like 30 seconds. Anything else you guys have for us before we close it off and we head into the major?
Baby, Drizzy.
Drizzy. Oh my god. Yeah, this was a good show. This was another good show. I mean, we'll be live, obviously, after the major again. I did have a couple people in the watch party say that they think we should go live like one night after matches during the event. I don't know if that's something you guys want to do or even have the time to do, but if you do, feel free to let me know. You obviously don't have to answer right now. You can think about it, but
I mean, I'm always down. Just really depends how tired I am, honestly.
yeah, true. You're gonna be there. You're gonna be in the pit.
Well,
Wait, is it still EST in Toronto? Or what time zone you in?
oh shit, beats
Yeah,
me.
it should be it should be EST. Question for Preston and Alex: if Optic win champs and Scrap is available, would you want him?
No,
The
next question.
right now.
You win champs, you keep the team that you won champs with. I don't know what brain dead organization would win champs and then change their roster immediately after, but it sounds like a recipe for disaster, and I want no parts of it.
Yeah, dude, I don't think anyone would ever do that. I don't think anyone would do that, right?
Yeah.
That would just be silly. That would just, I mean, especially like, imagine not only just winning champs, but winning half of the events that season. And what some people like to say is the most competitive league the CDL's ever had. I don't know. That's an interesting thought. I don't know if anyone would ever do that, but shit. Need to go back to 5v5? Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I'm in, brother.
I don't know, but if the game and the maps have to be suited for 5v5. Like BO4 was significantly better than 2019, bro. If I had to watch MW 2019 again, I just think I wouldn't bother.
Could you imagine 5v5 Vista?
I don't even 5v5 Bocage.
Dude, I don't think the servers would even be able to handle it, to be honest.
Dude, the servers can't handle the current amount. I
5v5 Vista. People are dropping 50s, 60s. Oh.
Dude, you know what this is slightly off topic, but you know what the CDL needs to do? This would work perfect in an all-star weekend, for the love of God, if we could just get something like that back.
They should hire us 3.
Well, that's a good one. But I was going to say, a 48 player, right? Because there's 48 players in the league. You could even add coaches if you want in this, or even like owners like Hex and Nadeshot who play. But all the people who are in the CDL, Warzone match. Solos.
Oh, Shotzi.
Like, throw that shit into an all-star weekend. Do like a solo YOLO CDL match and have all the CDL players drop into Warzone. Maybe you do like Rebirth, so it's a smaller map. And just see who comes out on top.
They did that a couple years ago, I think.
Did they actually?
Yeah, Rambo won. I'm not even kidding.
He did. Didn't he win like King? Didn't he get some shit that was like president of Verdansk or some shit like that?
Yeah, he was in a truck in the zone and just ran everybody over in his truck.
Yeah, dude, can we do that again? See, like, can we do that again?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
But yeah, All-Star Weekend, bro, like, there's just, like, it's just the little things, man, that show you care about the league and are fun for the fans. I know the players probably don't want to take a week off and, like, not scrim with their teams or practice to do an All-Star Weekend, but suck it up, brother. You're making a shit ton of money to play a video game for a living.
Oh, God. Well, I'm out here slaving and shit.
Yeah, right. I mean, Alex has been out here. He answered like 6 phone calls during the podcast. He's out here eating Uncrustables, answering phone calls. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers are making hundreds of thousands of dollars playing COD.
Especially if they do like 2 or 3 week breaks in between majors. Take one of those week breaks and just make it a week All-Star week, like an All-Star break.
Yeah, they already do breaks. So like,
yeah, there's no reason like at the end of Major 3. Like in this next 2 week period, obviously it's too late to happen now, but I'm saying like this 3 week break that's about to come up, there's no reason one of these weekends can't be All-Star weekend. Because by this point in the year, you know the All-Stars.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I mean, All-Stars in a lot of sports is what, like halfway through the season pretty much?
Pretty much.
So,
I mean, baseball's July, which is halfway. Hockey's like February, which is halfway. Yeah. So, yeah.
I just think like they can, it's like Tyler says it'd be boring. They can make it interesting. Like, sure, All-Star Weekend in any sport. Like for the NBA, I watched the 3-point contest. I watched the dunk contest. I watched a little bit of the All-Star game. It's not necessarily for everyone, but it's just like there's plenty of diehard fans out there that would watch that and did watch it in other years when they did stuff like that. When they did the 1v1 tourney, when they did, other things like that. And back in like 2019 when they actually tried to make the league fun in the first year.
Yeah, I used to watch the All-Star matches all the time back in like IW, World War II, Black Ops 4.
Dude, they show on their stupid the clips they show on stream during the games. They showed the All-Star match clip with Nameless when he turns into the dog in IW.
Yeah,
They show that every stream, bro. And you just see how much fun the players were having, the casters, the crowd. Like, come on, man. It's like you've done it in the past. You know you can do it.
They're just too fucking lazy.
They're too lazy. They're too late. I mean, I get it. Things cost money, and they want to save money, and they're really not making any money off COD Esports. It's probably a loss leader for them in a lot of ways, but brother, please, I'm begging you, dude. I'm begging you. Shit, it could be online. It doesn't even have to be on LAN. It could be online. I'd rather it on LAN, but I'll take one step at a time. One step at a time.
It needs to be on LAN, man.
I don't know. I think it would need to be on LAN, but, you know, like I said, seriously, just do something, dude. Just do something. Hire us, man. Hire us. We'll plan a whole All-Star weekend for you for absolutely free. I'm absolutely free. I'll do it. I'll plan a whole itinerary for you. We'll make it happen, man. Throw Zuma and Hitch the bag and let them organize the whole event for you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you know, do something, brother. Do something. There's plenty of passionate fans out there like that have hosted events like Hitch, like Zuma, that would probably do it for you.
I'm with you.
But yeah, all right. Yeah, anything else from you guys, man, before we kind of round it out?
That's it for me, man. I don't have much else to say. Brackets in. Everybody enjoy the tournament. I have a feeling this one's gonna be a banger like the last. It might even be more of a banger, dare I say, because we might have some slippage in the top 4, maybe. We'll see. But everybody enjoy the major. I'm going to bed. As always, go Optic. While I do think they probably come in second again, I want them to win, as always. So, that's all. You guys are the best, as always. I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, I hope I get to see some of y'all in Toronto. If not, you know, other boys will be holding it down here virtually. But yeah, I mean, hope for some banger matches. Because I'm pretty sure right after Toronto, we go straight into Major 4 qualifiers. So
yeah, no break.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's no break between Major 3 and Major 4 quals.
Like it's literally the week after?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm pretty sure, unless they change. Oh, no, there might be a break now because the whole event got canceled. And they had to, you know, the Carolina canceled hosting the event. I think originally there was no break. There actually might be a break now because that's what chat's saying too.
Oh, damn.
So we actually might have a 1 week break.
Oh, yeah, because they pushed it back a week, yeah.
Because they pushed it back, because motherfuckers cancel shit. Sorry.
But, yeah, like I said, I hope everyone has a great day, week, wherever you're at. You know, if you're across the pond, if you're in Antarctica, wherever you're at, have a great day, have a great week.
Antarctica. Damn.
I mean, shit, you never know. But yeah, again, we always say this. Thank you for all the support. We love each and every one of you. We appreciate for all the interactions that y'all have with us. So we wouldn't be doing this without y'all. So again, we truly appreciate all the support. And as always, go Optic.
Yeah, chat. Everyone who's here right now, thank you guys for hanging out and chatting with us all night. Everyone who's watching in post, we appreciate you just as much as we say every episode. It really does mean a lot to be able to talk about, you know, something we're all passionate about. So it is really cool. It is really, really cool. And we appreciate the support on every single episode. If you don't follow us on Twitter, it's down below if you're watching in post. It's not there right now, but you can follow the Around the CDL Twitter if you're watching right now in live. It's in the description. That's where we'll post, you know, updates and stuff about the show when we're going live. So we hope to see you all next week for the show. If you're in Toronto, say what's up to Alex. Take a picture with him. Tag us on Twitter so we can see all your cute faces with him. Maybe he'll let you wear his Optic hat. And yeah, chat. Let's go LA Thieves. We're going to run it up in Toronto. And I hope you all have a good major.
Peace.
See you, chat.